Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Harab Matassa from the GMS Camp Holland, the Netherlands, coming at you with another video. So first of all, I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, glory, and power to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and taught me the truth amongst other things. Shalom and salutations to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. And salutations to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth comes. So talking about Esau, and this is the book of Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, Esau is the caveman. They be talking about you should be grateful to us white people. You should be grateful to us. Without us, you'll be swinging the trees in Africa. Yeah, right. Esau, y'all been taught this hygiene and these things from the Moors, from Europe, man. Y'all are filthiest and nasty. Damn, you are nasty. You couldn't even wash your ass, man. And nowadays, still those Dutch people here don't like to shower. They say, oh, I shower 1 time a week, maybe 2 times in the summer, when it's all sweaty and itching. We be like, damn, you're nasty fucker, man. Shit. So yeah, Esau, if they did not stole it, or did not taught it from us, or learned it from us, they stole it, because Jake is known for its multiple crazy, man. We had much inventions, and as that Donald Trump said, America created this, that, blah blah blah, and then some brother make a video about it, and you see all those Jakes who invented that stuff, man. So he said basically that's how Esau is. Same as I thought there was something about the Chinese, the Moabites, that they beat the Chinese with something like computer stuff and like that, But the whole team were Chinese Americans. So basically there are Chinese people because without the Chinese living in America wouldn't get that type of title, And it's the same as Dutch people, because now the Dutch colonies from way back, the Dutch ruled the world, not ruled the world, but they went across the world, rape, rob, murder everywhere, every continent, stealing stuff, raping people, killing children and pregnant women, enslaving our Israelite people. And now they're saying because they still have something to say about the islands in the Caribbean, 6 of them. And this goes into the ABC and the SSS. And the ABC is going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. And the SSS is going to Saba, Saint Martin, and Sint Statia. In the Dutch we say Sint Eustatius. So the football, but the Aruba, Curacao, and Sint Maarten they have the status aparte. So they have their own government, but they're still under some kind of rulership from the Dutch people. And now Curacao, they are into they made it to the World Championship of football. They did not get the title yet, but they are in for the game. So that they gonna make a shot. So now the people from Holland say, yeah, but that's a piece of Holland also, and we got almost 3 teams or 4 teams from Holland, because they got Suriname and also a lot of Cape Verdeans, And there's also a lot of people from Cape Verde are living in Rotterdam, lots of them. And the Dutch people say, yeah, now we have 4 teams playing for Holland because they were all born in Holland. Yeah, but you see, when they commit a crime or they see you walking on the sidewalk or on the street, they hold their purses, them bitches, and they don't say, oh, I don't like them Negroes. But if you play football in the Dutch national team, they be proud, like, yay! And they scored, and back in 1988, the Dutch team won the European Championships, and that was not because of the Dutch people. That was because of those so-called Negroes from Suriname, who played very well. Frank Rijkaard and Ruud van Gullit, and without and they had more people, Dutch Suriname players and players from Curaçao, Aruba playing in that team. Players from the Molucca, from Morocco. And you see that they always try to say, yeah, they are Dutch, but only when it suits them. So yeah, that's Esau, man. But yeah, let's go to the scriptures, man. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27, and it reads, "And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, yeah. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents." You see, there it already says that Esau was like a filthy, hairy creature, and Jacob was like a civil, nice gentleman who was living in tents. He had manners and he had hygiene. Esau was filthy, he was dirty, vile. And still to this day, they are like that, and they say, "Oh, we're sophisticated and we're civilized. And we taught you this and we taught you that." Yeah. We ain't playing like that. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 8. Salakia. "Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir." And you see all those names, and you see Amalek and everything, but Amalek is the head tribe of Esau. That's who's ruling now in this planet, Esau, Amalek. Those are the fuckers are in our country, the promised land. Those are on top of the food chain right now, man. A lot of them are in Turkey also. A lot of Turks, the majority of Turks are also Amalek. That's why they look like them also. Yeah, ugly people, man. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 8, and it reads, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, and for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him." And you see that the first line, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep," this is the KJV, King James Bible. And this is from the NIV, and it says, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 8, "Turn and flee, hide in deep caves, you who live in Dedan, for I will bring disaster on Esau at the time when I punish him." And we all know what's going to happen with Esau. It says in the book of Obadiah. But you see here in the caves, so Esau always saying that we are living in the trees and we are like monkeys. But who look like a monkey, man? Who ain't got no lips? Does a monkey have lips like our black people, our dark-skinned people? Fuck no, man. Monkey. When you shave a monkey, he be white, man. Like Esau. And here you see a portrait of cavemen inherited their clubs from the 16th century European. And you see, that's Esau, man. Hairy old bastard. With his stick. Let me see, maybe he got some more stuff here. You see? Esau, a cunning hunter. Hunting. And the sword is his blessing, man. That's why he has the biggest armies and the biggest things on this planet, man. Because he's in charge. That's what it said in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who and where is he? So, let me get a scripture because I don't want to butcher it. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, and it reads, The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So you see, Esau, man. Who's on top of the banking families? Who's on top of the media? Who's on top of the military? Who's on top of everything here on this planet? That's the white man, the so-called white man, Esau. And he ain't white, man. White is clean. They're pink, reddish. You know, not you know, the white people. What they say, they want to be white, but they ain't white. That's just like they call us black people. We ain't black. We're different shades of brown. Beautiful, beautiful, man. So yeah, this lesson was basically about Esau coming from the caves. You know, looking like a troll, cave monkey. And always talking bad about other people that were in the Americas. They were uncivilized people, you know, savages. Esau's the biggest savages on this planet, man. When Columbus went to Hispaniola, nowadays Dominican Republic and Haiti, they cut open the bellies of the pregnant woman, tore the child out, and bashed the heads on the stones, you know. And they did burn people alive, cut off penises, everything, man. They crazy, man. They are really savage, and they had the nerve to call those people and our people savages, you know. Man, but they gonna get it, man. I'm gonna read Obadiah. And then I'm going to close it off because Obadiah is a very, very, very nice chapter, man. This is this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. And this is one chapter, so let's say this is the book of Obadiah. Verse 1, and it reads, The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent amongst the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that strangers carried away captive his forces, and the foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines. And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities in the south. And saviors shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So come, Esau, that ain't looking too good for you the near future, man. And it's good for you because you've been messing this planet up for a long time, you know, and you've been fooling around with the Lord's favorite people, your own twin brother from back in the days, from way back in the time. So yeah, this is what Esau deserves, you know, slaughter, because he had slaughtered too many on this planet, and young, old, everybody, women, men. Esau had no mercy on nobody, man. Only if it were profitable unto him. But now their time is running out, and we are watching this movie played out by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the scriptures and this truth, and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Let me say you, it's beautiful, because we enjoying this. Finally, the end is near of Esau's rulership. And let me get this one scripture, and then I'm gonna close it off. This is the book of 2nd Ezra from the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 9, and it reads, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed." And who is Jacob? What name did Jacob receive from the angel? Israel. Going to the Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew, Yasher Allah. He's a prince of power. So now you know, and now you can marinate on that and think about it, you know, and just enjoy the time now. It's going to be hard, but with this in mind, we're going to endure. because we shall be glad to see the fall of our enemy. So I hope this video was edifying and exhorting. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Heavenly Son, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, and the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and taught me this truth amongst other things. Shalom, and salutations to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. And salutations to the Achaean pushing this word in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. Shalom.